There's a power you already have, a way to command respect without forcing it, without raising your voice, without pretending to be someone you're not. And yet, most people walk through life completely blind to it. Friedrich Nietzsche, one of history's sharpest thinkers, called it the cultivation of your own strength, the mastery of yourself. He wrote, "The man who is not a master of himself is not free." What if the reason people ignore you, take you for granted, or walk over you isn't because you're weak, but because you haven't mastered this hidden strength? By the end, you'll understand the real reason this kept happening and how to change it today. Many people believe respect comes from pleasing others. They over-explain, they apologize too much, they agree to avoid conflict. Nietzsche would say these are signs of weakness, not kindness. Every time you give away your power to be liked, you train the world to see you as disposable. Imagine a meeting where you have the best idea, but you soften it, hedge it, explain it endlessly. The others nod politely, but you feel invisible. That invisibility isn't random. It's a direct response to the signals you send. Over-explaining shows uncertainty, and humans instinctively respect certainty. Nietzsche called this the will to power, not domination over others, but mastery over yourself. Your confidence, quiet and steady, is the key. Then there's availability. You answer calls late at night, help everyone, sacrifice your time constantly. You think this makes you valuable, but what you're actually showing is that your time is cheap. Nietzsche would observe that scarcity creates value. If people can always count on you, your presence loses weight. Respect grows when you make your energy felt as precious, not endless. This doesn't mean being cruel or selfish. It means controlling your own boundaries, being firm with yourself first, so others follow your lead naturally. Even Nietzsche himself lived in relative isolation at times, deliberately limiting his social interactions to preserve his focus and strength. What about agreeing with everyone? Avoiding conflict, nodding, smiling, never rocking the boat. You think this earns safety, likability. Nietzsche would call it the path of the last man, the one who seeks only comfort, never greatness. When you never assert your principles, others see a vacuum, a person without direction. Respect is reserved for those who stand for something. And this is why the people you most want to impress often dismiss you. They sense the absence of self-mastery. Even philosophers who tried to blend in to be liked were forgotten by history. Only those who held firm remained influential. Here's where most people make the final mistake, rescuing others at their own expense. You finish someone else's work, save a friend from consequences, clean up their mess. Nietzsche might say you are becoming the tool of their will, not the master of your own. By always rescuing, you teach others to rely on you, not respect you. Real power comes when you act from choice, not obligation. When you allow the world to meet its own consequences, you preserve your dignity and teach value through your autonomy. Even in small ways, like letting a colleague handle their own mistake, you show quiet authority. And then there's apologizing for being yourself. Saying sorry for existing, for speaking up, for taking space. Each unnecessary apology chips away at your authority. Nietzsche would say that respecting yourself is the beginning of all morality. By retracting your presence, you invite the world to undervalue it. Stop shrinking. Stand firm in your opinions, in your decisions, in your space. Your presence is your power. Even a small act, like speaking your mind once in a meeting, signals that your inner strength cannot be ignored. Now connect all of these. Over-explaining, over-availability, constant agreement, rescuing others, apologizing for existence. They are all attempts to manage others' perception. You seek validation from the outside because you haven't claimed it inside. Nietzsche's insight is brutal and clear. Respect cannot be given to those who do not command it through self-mastery. Master yourself first, and the world will follow. This is the hidden mechanism. The world responds not to your actions alone, but to the energy behind them, to the solidity of your inner authority. When you stop over-explaining, you communicate confidence. When you control your availability, you communicate worth. When you assert your principles, you communicate integrity. When you stop rescuing everyone, you communicate sovereignty. When you stop apologizing for existing, you communicate presence. Each action reinforces the others, creating a self-respecting force that naturally earns respect. Your power isn't loud. It doesn't need applause. It's quiet, deliberate, and undeniable. Nietzsche would call it the cultivation of your own strength, the will to power manifest in self-mastery. When you live from this center, the judgment of others no longer defines you. Criticism is just information. Failure is a lesson. Insults slide off like rain. You are grounded, unshakable, present, and people feel it. So here's the choice. You can continue giving away your power in the hope that respect will come, or you can claim it today. Stand firm. Set boundaries. Speak with conviction. Let others meet the consequences of their choices. Stop apologizing for your existence. Stop shrinking. Stop being a tool for someone else's world. Nietzsche's path isn't about being liked. It's about becoming a person whose presence commands attention and respect because they respect themselves. Master this, and you will notice a shift. Your words carry weight. Your time is valued. Your space is honored, and people naturally defer to your authority, not because they fear you, but because they sense your mastery of yourself. What's one thing you're going to do today to grab that respect you deserve? Seriously, drop it in the comments. And if this hit home for you, give this video a like and subscribe for more. Let's dive into these truths together and uncover what they really mean for us.